Hi, Janette Burke here, and I am with Rebecca Maroney.
Yeah.
And Eamon Fitzgerald
Of
ChaiWala.
Now, ChaiWala is a new business, and I want to talk to these two who are engaged couple about being entrepreneurs and, also a couple going to be married. I want to hear all about how you created this business. They also live in a van. We're going to hear all about that too, and what it's like to keep working together. So I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
Eamon.
Yes.
Eamon, why did you want to start this business?
So we spent a lot of time traveling through India and Nepal, learning about real masala chai. Fell in love with the culture, the health benefits, and we came back to Toronto. I started working at a cafe serving amazing coffee, fantastic espresso, cappuccino, lattes, but their chai was like a syrup, like Starbucks. It was very sugary, fake flavor, artificial. So, I jokingly to Beck said, hey, I'm going to try and make my own blend. I started grinding spices in the kitchen, in my mom's kitchen, and peeling in raw ginger, and came up with a recipe that was pretty good. And we've been in business 2 years, both full-time.
Great. And what was your part in this business?
Yeah, so Eamon and I traveled together through India and Nepal, so we experienced it all together, really. When we came home, it wasn't like we sat out and we said, this is our business plan, we're going to create a business out of selling this chai. It was just that we thought we could do better than what Toronto was already doing. And so as soon as he started, I worked at my restaurant job for another 2 months or so, and then I jumped in with him full time. So we've been working.
So you both have kind of a restaurant or
hospitality
background?
Yeah. So we both together managed a coffee shop in Australia when we lived there. So we learned a lot about specialty coffee, also about specialty chai. So a lot of our business ideas were brewed back then as well. Pardon the pun.
So, interesting thing to jump into this type of business because, there are established companies in this business.
Sure.
What are some of your goals in the business? Over the next 2 to 5 years?
Sure. So we're actually changing consumer behavior because in Toronto, people think of chai as a syrup, whereas we make it from whole spices and it's a very holistic tea. So it's just to serve Toronto a better chai and Canada in general, and also to grow and expand and work with different independent coffee shops so we can grow small businesses together. So we don't approach people like Starbucks. We're after the mom and pop independent coffee shops, and we work with them to enhance their tea program at their cafe. And that's kind of the goal.
Now, what are some of the greatest challenges you have faced working together and being a couple?
Yeah, sure. You want to take? I doesn't.
Yeah, go. I mean,
business and love life can be hard to mix.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm extremely lucky that I've got such a beautiful and patient fiance. But we've always just kind of been, working together. So even from early stages of our relationship, we managed a cafe in Australia, so we knew our strengths and weaknesses, and we play off that. So she's got her specific tasks that she does at the office, and I've got mine. And we respect each other's boundaries and know when to push and when not to push. So it's all we really know.
Yeah.
And do you have a team of people working with you?
We just doubled the company overnight. We got Christian and Aubrey. They're the minimal millennials on YouTube, and they also live in a van. We haven't got to that point, but we'll talk about that as well.
We're going to talk about it now. Yeah. So you live in a van, and this has been an interest story for a lot of media.
Sure.
How did we come up with living in a van? And I understand that you really renovated this van to make it livable. Yeah. Where did the idea come from?
Yeah, so I was always interested in less comfort, more joy. I don't think we need to live in this consumer society where you need a big house and a fancy car and all that kind of thing. So the van really came into play. We traveled through New Zealand living in a camper van, and we loved it. It was kind of like backpacking 2.0 where you got your house with you. You can put something back in a certain spot. You can wash your hands, all that kind of stuff.
Spoiled camping.
Exactly, kind of like high-end camping.
Yeah.
So we had that taste, and then for us, we built this business.
Call it glamping.
Yes.
There you go. We built this business just off of the profits we made from the last bag we sold. So we wanted to expand, and we couldn't afford to fly me to Vancouver, Montreal, different markets. So that was kind of the next step. Was hey, let's expand the business, live in a van, and that's the best way to do it. So we travel around to independent coffee shops. This summer we went all the way east out to Halifax, and then all the way west out to Vancouver, and we expanded our business. We have 20 new wholesale accounts.
Okay. Now, do you yourself don't have any stores selling this tea, though, right?
So we're online 24/7, ChaiWalaChai.com. And we also do have our own production facility. We don't have set hours there, but that's where we make the tea.
Okay, now, a question for you, the lady of the business, okay? What's going to happen when you're married, you start having little ones, the van's going to get bigger? And
It's definitely going to get more crowded.
And what is your role going to change in the business?
I mean, I'm sure it will. Eamon and I are very much the type of people that go with how it feels. So the second the van doesn't feel good anymore, for us, we move out of it. It's as easy as that. So I'm sure little ones will change things and change my role in the business too, maybe. But we're in it
always get a bigger van.
Yeah,
you know?
we could
Two
upgrade
vans.
Yeah,
Yeah, a van and a trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and just your long-term kind of number one goal for this whole business concept. You and you. I want to hear each one separate. I'll go with you first.
Oh, love it. I mean, my goal really is to just be able to earn enough money that we're happy. It's never really about the money. We love what we do. We love the community that we work in. We love independent coffee shops, meeting the owners that put in the hard hours. Look, having a cafe is not an easy job, and we just want to support them. And we love being within that little community.
Yeah, I think for me, having our own business, it's an absolute hustle and a grind, and don't get me wrong, it's a ton of work, but it also allows us the flexibility to, in 2 weeks' time, if we want to take our van and go down south and enjoy some hot weather, we can do that too. So I just want a life time freedom. I think that's really important to the both of us, that we can build a life where time freedom isn't an issue and I don't have to run it by my boss kind of thing.
Well, that sounds very good. One last question.
Sure.
One piece of advice for my women followers who are entrepreneurs on making it work and making it work as a couple.
Yeah, I think as Eamon alluded to earlier, it's really important to respect your partner as a business partner and know like your strengths and weaknesses and kind of define your roles so that you're not stepping on each other's toes. So, I mean, people think that we see each other all day, every day, but Eamon will be out on sales and I'll be doing some back end stuff. So it's about like having your defined roles and working within them and respecting each other in those roles kind of thing.
Okay, thank you so much. I wish you a lot of continued success.
Thank you.
Great concept. Would love to see the van at some point.
Yeah,
obviously not going to happen today because we are talking to you at your booth at the One of a Kind show.
Yeah, if you are interested in the van, we do have a YouTube channel. We post every single Wednesday. Just search Eamon and Beck, EAMON and BEC. And
short for Rebecca.
Yeah, exactly. They can check out and see what it's like living our life.
Yeah,
Maybe we can borrow some of that footage. All right. Thank you for being with us today. This is Janette Burke signing off for Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. Please remember to like, follow, and share us with all your family and friends. You will find us on all the social media tags listed below. And until next time, continue to be fabulous.
All right.
Nice punchline.